Hey everybody, it's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. I am running out of daylight. I just cannot get away from work here lately. Thank goodness the holidays are coming soon. Get a little bit of extra R&R and some time with family. Right now, it is just killing me. But anyhow, I got a pair of shoes I want to get into with y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Jordan 1 mids. We got a pair of Jordan 1 mids, no surprise, Jordan 1 mid box. Black gold Jumpman, standard issue, no big deal. The tag reads Air Jordan 1 Mid SE. The colors are white, pine green, and light smoke gray. This is a size 10.5, and these were $130 retail. A couple weeks back when I was at Finish Line, I actually saw these, and that was the first that I saw them on the shelf at my local Finish Line, and right away they grabbed my attention just because I think Jordan 1 mids look really nice, and the material on here, the suede, I'm a big fan of. And I also really like this pine green color. It's almost like a metallic. But this is a Jordan 1 Mid SE, which typically means that they're using a little bit higher end materials and whatnot. And I just think that you can tell this one is a little bit nicer than what you get on your standard Jordan 1 Mid. You're not gonna have leather on here that's super buttery or anything. However, the materials are decent. The white leather is smooth and it's not super soft. It's pretty much your standard Jordan 1 mid leather. But what is nice on these is the suede that we have for the overlays here on the upper. And I also like this little metallic green accent on the laces here at the bottom. It's got a Jumpman there. And then on the swoosh and up around the collar of the shoes, this pine green has a little bit of like a metallic color to it. And I think that looks really nice. Just like with all Jordan 1s, whether it's lows, mids, or highs, you get that standard tread pattern. And it looks nice. It's in this pine green color. You can see there it says Nike there at the midfoot. And if you've had a Jordan 1, then you're used to seeing this. Nothing really to go over there. But you can see that pine green outsole comes up to meet a bright white midsole. And we've got bright white stitching. And it's just a nice clean combination. Looks good. Here's where we'll get our first look at this light smoke gray suede. And it's a short hair, but it is nice and fuzzy, and it has a nice feel. It's not the softest, but it definitely feels like quality, and it's a nice thick cut. You can see here on the edges, it looks like they kind of rolled them over and then stitched them down. It's not a rough edge there on the overlays, but it gives you more of like a smooth finish there. And I think they did that on just about all of these suede overlays here on the upper. You've got this nice short-haired suede material on the mudguard, and then going up the eye stays, and then here on the heel. And it just looks nice and clean. I really like it. On the toe box, here you'll have a standard, it's pretty much your average Jordan 1 mid leather, and it feels like it'll hold up for a while. It'll be really easy to keep clean because it is so smooth. But you have those classic perforations that we always have on Jordan 1s. And you also see that smooth white leather on the side panels. And then wrapping around the top of the shoe. I like how that Wings logo looks in the pine green color. there on top of that white leather. Looks nice and sharp. We've got a standard Jordan 1 tongue, and it's a white nylon material. Looks like it has white piping going along the edges. And then for the tag, we've got a white tag that has a pine green Jumpman. We've got flat white laces, and there's a look at that little metallic accent that's there at the bottom of the laces, and you can see a little Jumpman on that as well. And I think that's just a nice little pop, something that you don't typically see on Jordan 1 mids, so I like having it on these. Makes them a little unique. On the swoosh, they gave us more of that pine green color, and I'm not sure how well it's picking it up because the sun is going down, so we're fighting to save daylight here, but there's a little bit of a metallic hint on there. It just looks sparkly kind of, but it's not real in your face and real obvious. It's got a real subdued hint of like a metallic color to it, and I really like that. I think that's pretty neat, just the way it sparkles a little bit. But you've got that material on both swooshes. And then you've also got that leather here up by the sock liner and the collar. And it just looks nice. I like it. I've really been liking green lately. I don't know why. I think these would be perfect if you were like a Celtics fan, or like my buddy Santos. He's a Jets fan. Poor guy. Shout out to Santos. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. I'll link something down in the description. But Santos, much respect, buddy. I think it would be good for Jets, Eagles, Celtics. I don't really like any of those teams per se, but I think these shoes are really, really clean looking, and I think they'll be real easy to style. I think all seasons are good for Jordan 1 mids. I've never seen a pair that looks like this, so I think it's pretty neat. I think it's a good pair to add to the collection. I really, really like this suede material. I think that's probably my favorite thing about the shoe. The colors go together really well. I think throwing a Larry Bird jersey on with these things that'd be on point. Looks like we've got a green sock liner and a white insole with a green Jumpman. But let me know what you all think about these. I think they're pretty dope, and I hope life is treating you well. I'll talk at you soon.